Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever I'm meeting you, wherever I'm finding you on your road. Welcome to Lineage Leverage. I am Sissy, also known as Volva Das Wilde of the Lunar Hearth Cauldron. I will be your sightseeing guide on this shit show of a lecture. So, if you don't know me, welcome. I am a many generation Central Pennsylvania powwow ragamuffin witch. A little bit in my background, a little bit in my family line, a whole lot in my liminal space. So, why did I choose to do liminal lineage leverage? Because where you come from is important. Because who knew you when you didn't know you is important. Your journey from spark to human form is important. But what you fail to realize when you're working your magic is this is you. All of the things are you. Your past life experiences, your ancestry, where you came from, what you're doing, how you're working it, those matter to you. And how do you use them as leverage in your everyday magic, your spell work, your strength, and most importantly, your times of trauma? If you know anything about me in the past couple months, it has been a traumatic shitstorm in my life. One thing I have not lost faith on is there are people standing in that space, holding that gap for me and bridging that magic. And that magic is incredibly tangible, incredibly powerful, and incredibly enigmatic in your path. So, what are you going to do? How are you going to get there? What are you going to know? We're going to go through a couple sure shot ways to connect to your ancestry. I don't know my ancestors. I'm adopted. Okay, cool. Do you know your intuition? Do you know when you feel at home? Do you know what when you look through a travel magazine calls to you? Those things are important. Those things matter in your path and those things matter where you're going. So let's start there. Okay. First of all, what are we doing? How are we working? How do we use the veil? The veil is a perfect time for calling to ancestors. Henceforth, why I'm doing this at Beltane, correct? If you are celebrating Beltane today and tomorrow, congratulations. I will be assuming the position next weekend on astrological Beltane. That is when I will be doing that. I do follow a Norse pantheon and I do follow tides. And when the tide hits me with a season is when I embrace it. You are free to embrace a season whenever you feel suited, whenever you are called to, and whenever you most so serve your magic. But what I want to tell you is this is a time of reverence and respect. The veil is thin, and so are the dead's patience. So when you're asking things, be clear, be concise, be eloquent. Write the invocation, set the altar, ask for permission, ask for insight, ask for liminal guidance. You're going to do 75% of your ancestor work in your dreams, 25% of it on your altar. That makes 100%, which is congratulations, you passed remedial math for the day. So 25% is setting that altar. What do I like to set that altar with? Why? One black candle to start. Many people use a white, I use a black. Why do I use a black? Protection, my dear, protection. You don't know what's coming in, you don't know what's going to be coming around, and you need to know that candle is going to protect you. That's why warding your home, warding your space, and providing protection on your property is important before you do ancestor work. You need to make sure that everything coming in is working for your benefit. Okay, so what's our first word? Protection, protection, protection. It's best in dating, sex, and magic. All of my favorite things, sex and magic. They're very helpful. So, next lesson. What else are you going to need? Well, you're going to need some things that call to you in your ancestry. Do you have grandma's Bible? Do you have great grandmother's silver set? Do you have a teacup that calls to you? Have you gone somewhere and the teacup that you have is from a souvenir shop in the middle of Ireland? Is it calling to you? Maybe somewhere in your lineage that is calling out to you. Just because it didn't happen in this lifetime, this existence, this meat suit, doesn't mean it hasn't happened to you before. Some of you experienced this experience of déjà vu. Well, déjà vu could just simply be a subconscious area of your brain opening up, tapping into that area, going, I remember this, I did this, I was this, I know this. So let's gather those things in. What calls you, what you are seeking is seeking you. That is the universal rule, okay? So, how are we going to do this? Set up the altar, get the items that you're calling for, get those elements presented, write your invocation. What is an invocation? Why, that is a dinner engagement. That is an invitation to the party. That is calling forth, that is saying, all who are coming on my behalf, this lifetime and past lifetimes, my lineage, my ancestry, my roots of being, come forward and assist me in my magical journey. This is big magic. This is binding to a concept. This is binding to a walk. This is holding to a concept. This is moving you forward. This is big magic. This isn't little magic. So if you're a new Braum, get your Braum ready. This is going to be big magic for you. You're going to feel things you haven't felt before. You're going to experience things you haven't felt before. And most importantly, maybe, just maybe, you're going to have that aha moment where you step out of your altar, you go into the world, and it connects. If you're an old witch, you know how this feels. If you're an old broom, oh, you know how this feels. You walk out and you see something and you're like, I get it. I understand how it connects. I understand the voyage. I understand the process. And you integrate it. Working with lineage and ancestry, the most important part of this concept is integration. What you learn, you need to apply. This is an ongoing curriculum. Ancestor and lineage magic is for building. It is not for deconstruction, it is for construction. Once you have deconstructed a descent, for those of you who went down with Lilith, for those of you who have traveled with Hecate with me, a descent is about deconstruction. It's about taking apart the pieces, setting them here and there, and seeing how they were built. Lineage and ancestry magic is about taking those pieces that are desirable and rebuilding stronger with a forward movement. So if you are doing this, the concept is to make you stronger. The concept is to make you better. The concept is to make you faster, make you more complete, make you a more powerful, magical being. So when you are calling in lineage, you need to have a special candle for your altar. Lineage leverage means bringing them into the party. They are a divination tool per se. They are an asset in your magic. They are a new tool in your arsenal. If you have not accessed your ancestors, you have not listened to their call, you have not heed their warnings, you are missing tremendous amounts of opportunity. And I'm not talking little opportunity, I'm talking about huge level opportunity. What can our ancestors teach us of our magic? Well, they can teach us our ways. Go to sleep at night, light the candle, put the rosemary by your bed, write the intention in your nighttime journal. I wish to meet my female ancestors and learn about the magical medicines of healing every night. If that is your intention on a new moon, I want to learn the alchemy of healing. Write it in your journal, light your ancestor candle, and take it to bed with you. Put the notion into you, plant it in your subconscious. So when you go to sleep, the liminal knows she's calling to her ancestors, per se, the concierge of the underworld. Hey, this one's calling to her ancestors. She's looking for some healing. Who's on tap? And you're going to be united with that spirit and that need. Yes, you are. Stop doubting it. The number one enemy of magic is doubt and disbelief. If you know you're fucking magic, nothing is going to stop you. You will cry, You will vomit. You will have the worst days. But if you know your magic, you will persevere because you know on the other side of this, something better is waiting. It will not look like it looked before, but it will be new and it will be different and it will lead to a stronger you. Stop thinking you are in control. The universe holds the keys. You got to get in the car and have the will to drive. Some of you are so headstrong and so plan oriented and so organized that you have the planner, you have the dream, you have the books, you have the things, and you don't have the liminal sight to make them happen. Why, we are the dreamers, literally. We are the magic makers, literally. We are the seers, literally. We are the alchemists, literally. We are the creators of our own magic. And what do you need to do this? Intention and patience. It is not going to come overnight. An ancestor hookup is not going to come overnight. A lineage hookup is not going to come overnight. It's going to take work. And it's going to take dreaming, and it's going to take writing, shit tons of writing. When you are called to read a book, when you feel it in your bones and you see a book and it's at your inside say, that's a book. I need that one. That one's calling me. It's seeking you because you're seeking it. The universe has a way of aligning the magic you need at the times you need. I love this. It is not an excuse in the magical world when a magical creator cannot provide for you at a certain time. It's because the deity, it's because the goddess, it's because the lineage, it's because the timing, it's become the astrological notion does not align with the intention of the human. Humans have amazing goals. We are creatures of planning, organization, execution, but what we miss is divine timing. That, my friends, is goddess shit. That, my friends, is source shit. That, my friends, is magical fucking essence in excess. You want to connect to your lineage, you want to use them for leverage, you need to trust the universe. Oh, fuck me, right? Fuck the universe, fuck its timing, and fuck it what it gives you. These lessons suck. These lessons are hard. These lessons are amazing. These lessons will move you to tears and tear out your guts and bare your soul and rebuild you from a phoenix. You need to move as a phoenix looking for a match. You want to be reborn? Light yourself on fire. You want to breathe again? Drown yourself. You want to be born again? Crawl in the dirt. Magic is balance. Magic is utter power in the balance. The polar opposite will yield your healing. The polar opposite will yield your abundance. The polar opposite will bring the manifestation you're seeking. When you are empty, there is no choice but to fill. When you are full, there is nothing. There is nothing left to gain. There's nothing left to grant. There's nothing left to learn. Be humble, be open, be hungry, and seek the magic. You want your lineage to call to you? Do you want to know what you were before? Do you want to know if you're an ancient or you're a star seed or you're an oracle that sat in Delphi or a queen that sat on a throne? Or better yet, a wise shaman that healed many. You want to provide those answers? Be humble. Ask, seek, know, yearn, hold on, and take the ride. Working with your lineage is a roller coaster of emotions, magic, and trust. You will slip into areas you're not comfortable with. You want to work with your lineage? Better learn how to meditate. Want to learn how to meditate? You better learn how to surrender. Surrender is a huge part of magic. Couldn't tell you that 6 months ago. I couldn't tell you about surrender. I could sit on my soapbox and tell you about surrender, but I can fucking tell you about surrender now. When you have nothing left to bargain with, you are at the will of the universe. All you have is everything you are. Empty your vessel, lay bare, flat on the floor, face to the ground. I am humble beyond humble. I am open to all you have to give. May you fill me with the stars and the waters and the winds and the flames till I am consumed with my own spirit. Those are strong words. They're an open cry to the goddess for movement, for power, for completion. Dare I say, for answers. We are humans, and by that nature, we are flawed. We are simply living an existence in a meat suit. We all hold a greater power inside of us. If it's our soul, if it's our spark, if it's our being, if it's our seed, whatever that is. It is the essence that makes us who we are. And that essence is fucking powerful. And that essence is fucking fragile. And that essence is fucking infinitely full of potential. Your potential is only as realized as the strength of all those holding you up. If you ever doubt, you are supported, you are loved, and you are held sacred by those that you have come from, stand outside on a dark night, no stars, and listen to the wind. They will sing their song. You are the one they prayed for. You are the one they spoke of. You are the future that they worked towards. You. And at some point in your lineage, you knew you would be this now. Yeah, you're lost. Yeah, you're sad. Yeah, you have shitty days. Yeah. But think about the world you live in. You don't have to hide in your cave because there's a bear outside that's going to eat you. You don't have to burn 50 candles a day because you don't have light. You don't have to stay in all winter long and eat the potatoes that you grew in the summer because you have a store. The evolution of humanity has made us numb to the magical potential we are. I beg of you, step aside from the meta universe, the modern conveniences, the things that are pulling you from your magic. Seek your magic and it will seek you. Seek the fire and be filled with the flames. Stand in the winds and get filled with their breath. Plant your feet firmly in the dirt and grow with the energy. And stand next to the fire and feel the warmth. Your soul will be aligned. I know it will. I've done this before. Many lifetimes ago. Many moments ago. Many moon cycles ago. And I know then, and I know now. It may not be what I think it is, but it will be what it is meant to be. If you seek out for your lineage and you hold strong to the faith that they are looking for you, you will find them. Be the one that your future ancestors sing praises of. Do not stand and cower in the face of the world. Yet stand tall and let your light shine and bring healing to those who seek it. It is a small world. It is a very small world. And it is full of pain and despair and anger and hatred and unresolved traumas and everyday struggles. But you are the dreamer in the liminal. You are the fire from the sun. You are the ones our ancestors have been waiting for. Invite them to your magic. Invite them to hold space. Open your arms and create a place at your altar for them and give them a voice once again to speak. They have been silenced by our thoughtlessness. They have been silenced by our ignorance. They have not been called forth to speak, and they have so much to say. Why can't you give just one little bit of belief to this? If there's anything writing fucking Feral has brought me, it is the understanding that I am not in control. I need to learn how to encounter the elements, experience them, and integrate my soul into this experience and deal with it the best way I know how. There are going to be times I falter, and there are going to be times that my human side takes over. When I see those, my job is to disconnect and realign. I don't know if you have ever disconnected and realigned, but it is an intense process filled with a tremendous amount of self-analysis. And you will not be the same. That's the goal here, to not be the same. A witch is ever changing. A witch seeks growth. A fucking feral woman hunts it, gathers it, acclimates it, and consumes it. The key to magic is consuming it uncontrollably till you align. It may take moving out of the shuffle. It may take separating yourself. It may take isolating yourself. But when you truly master holding on to your lineage, integrating it into your heart space, and making it part of your practice, you will get answers you never dreamed possible. You will have dreams you never thought you would have. And you will have results that envy the greatest of shaman. Thanks for taking some time out with me today. It's been a while since I taught. Feels pretty good. I love my magic. I love who my magic allows me to be. And I cannot wait to see where my magic takes me. You're magic because you fucking say you are. You're magic because hundreds of magical people have come before you. Your ancestors are depending on you to take this forward. Don't let them down. Especially those of you bragging, you're hereditary. You have a higher responsibility. There's a long line of witches waiting on you to show them what you got. And you're over here complaining about writing a couple prompts. Magic is intense. And the worse life gets, the harder you need the magic. Think about that one. My wish for you tonight as the Beltane veil opens, for those of you that are experiencing it, is that you jump the fire and you leave behind what no longer served you. As you go through the veil, kindly embrace your ancestors and ask them to fill you with the wisdom you seek. For those of you that are joining me next weekend, I will have a Phoenix rebirth for you, and it will focus on connecting to your lineage for growth. Till I see you again, you're magic because you fucking say you are. Take care of yourselves and go be fucking feral all the way. Have a great night. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you all soon.